everybody, and welcome to Taff en route. We are on our way to Millwall away for the FA Cup third round. First time I've ever been to Millwall, first time a lot of people have ever been to Millwall. I can't imagine many people would have gone to their new ground as it is now. Apparently parking's going to be a bit of a bastard when we get down there, but you know, I'm sure we can deal with that. Anyway, this is where we tend to turn things up now, FA Cup third round time. We managed to get through again through the first two rounds. A couple of tricky ties we managed to get through, and now we got a stern test against Millwall. Personally, I think we're going to surprise them. I think they'll be weary of us because we have got a bit of a reputation now as giant killers, but then at the same time, you know, I can't see them expecting to lose against us. That's pretty much what I'm thinking. So that's my thoughts on it. I think we got to be fancied. We are the giant killers. We still got a lot of our squad from last season playing. We're going to be playing in this fixture. Our performances are slowly starting to turn to the better. So I think where I mentioned Cheltenham before was an opportunity for us to start the year well. I feel as though for 80 minutes we did that. Now for Millwall, I don't know, I got a feeling that they're going to really turn it up today, especially with the fact that we got some new signings over the horizon. The players are going to be just as aware of what anybody else is, and new players will be coming in, so they're going to want to fight to keep their place in the team, and that they have a good game today, and they're going to do that. So I'm in the car with Terry and Dawn. Thank you again for having us. Leanne's here this time. Hello. And how could we forget Big Phil?
Big Phil is back.
Quite easily.
There's Dawn there.
Hello.
She lost her fight with the tomato man, and that's why her hair is nice and bright red. I'm only joking, Dawn. I like it.
Okay, thank you.
I think it suits you.
Oh, thank you.
It's not red, it's orangutan orange.
Orangutan orange, that's from Terry. Here we go. Get Terry a nice shot. Yeah, well, yeah, we did encounter a very nasty smell, and all signs were pointing to Dawn and her backside. But you know, I'm on Dawn's side on this one. I don't think it was her. I think Phil just forgot to brush his teeth this morning. Anyway, so on the more important things, Newport County away to Millwall, FA Cup third round. Let's start with Big Phil. Let's get him in. Philippe. So what do you reckon then today? Do you reckon we got much of a chance of winning today?
I'll be very pleased and financially to get a draw. But I'm going down to enjoy myself, not worry about winning or losing. If we do it, it'll be brilliant for the club. It's going to be a hard game, but there's no reason. We love the FA Cup, and there's no reason to do another shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
I believe in it. I think we could get a 1 or 2 or draw.
I'd be happy with the 0-0 personally. I fancy us against anybody at Roddy Parade. Even Man City had a tough time of it. As much as they scored the 4 in the end, you know, they didn't exactly find it easy to beat us today.
Yeah, I'd just say it's we're not expected to do anything, so let's go down there, enjoy it, and who knows?
Who knows?
Miracles happen.
So is Leanne going to make an appearance on this? No?
Yeah. We're going to win or draw.
Draw?
We're going to draw. The answer is we're going to draw it as well. Let's see what Dawn's got to say.
Go on and Dawn.
I think lately we haven't been scoring much goals lately.
No, we haven't, have we?
1 mile.
Lately
Right,
we've been
onto
rubbish.
M4, Central London.
Say it how it is, Dawn.
Lately we've been playing rubbish, and we haven't been scoring goals. So they better pull their socks up and get out there and win some goals.
Yeah.
Tell you what,
Said, Dawn.
there you go, Newport County, consider yourselves told.
Well, you draws up as well.
And put your drawers up as well.
And I think you saying that to you.
What are we going to do then, Dawn? We're going to draw, win or lose?
I think we're gonna win.
We're going to win.
Good.
Hopefully we can score some goals today and put it up there.
Now keep
Well,
right.
So after the pep talk from you there, Dawn, I'd imagine I can't expect anything less than a win if the players get to see this video before they play.
I was listening to that.
Yeah, hopefully.
You've got a problem. You've got
Dawn's told you.
Dawn
You've been told. So, Terry the driver's there.
Hello.
Thank you very much.
I'm going for the 2-all
For the
draw.
next
Take it back to
3
Rodney
miles,
Parade.
keep straight
2-all
on
draw
this
back to
road.
Running Parade.
Yep.
I'll take that. Any draw. Personally, I think there's an 8-side chance we could win this one today. It's only an 8-side chance, 2 divisions between us. We're not doing so great. They're actually doing pretty well in their division.
On the English side of the bridge, like Dawn, like Dawn, like Dawn, like Dawn, like Dawn.
I'll let Phil have his moment. There we go.
Yeah, well done, Dawn. Well done, Dawn. I'll tell you what. Hopefully they'll take that into the change room. They'll listen to that and they'll say, right.
I said, you'll play this video for the players now, and if they win, it'll be down to you.
Yeah, the players will see that.
It'll be because of you, Don. So, thinking about the kind of team that we're going to be playing today, Taylor Maloney's gone back to Charlton. Didn't really set the world alight. He's got a hat-trick in the leasing.com trophy at Cheltenham. Other than that, didn't really do much for us. So it's not like bad news that he's away. One of the people I wouldn't have minded having in to replace him has actually just joined Plymouth on loan, Tyreek Backinson. I'd have had him back. I know, obviously we know exactly what he's capable of. I think he just got a bit bullied a little bit too much last season. But we know what he's capable of doing if he can overcome the physicality of League 2. Obviously, we have to find somebody else to replace Maloney. Apparently, Brandon Cooper from Swansea is imminent, possibly even a striker that could be signed in time for the MK Dons game next Tuesday, which would be very nice indeed. But at the moment, we are going down there with a light squad. Like I say, Taylor Maloney's gone back. McNamara is ineligible to play today, so it's just going to be a matter of being able to throw in a team, you know, that's going to perform well. Personally, what I'd like to see is for us to play the 3 at the back, because apparently Hawkins and O'Brien are back. I'd like to see them 2 come back with Innes. Hopefully Dimitriou's okay. O'Brien, Hawkins and Dimitriou I wouldn't mind seeing as a back 3 today. Dimitriou 8. If Dimitriou's 8, he's 8. But he's doubtful. But either way, I think we should be playing a back 3 if we've got a full quota of centre backs to choose from. Jeffries could be playing at right back like he did down Malden. But if we're going to be playing a wing back system, I wouldn't mind seeing Lewis Collins playing on the right with George Nurse, who's been excellent for me in the last couple of games. He's got to start without any shadow of a doubt. Thinking about it, Haynes as well. Haynes has been playing left side centre back for us recently, and I think he's been doing pretty well there. You know, he's been doing defensive. Oh, God bless you. Jeez, where'd that come from? I shit myself then. But yeah, so I think, you know, I think because we got a good choice of centre backs to choose from, we should be looking to play the 3 at the back today with the wing backs. The 3 in midfield, I would like to see Bennett, Labardi and Sheehan. Labardi might be 8 because I know he came off himself. Sorry for the yawning, it's a bloody early one today. It was up at 5:30 this morning. Labardi's a date, but apparently someone saw him in Morrison's yesterday, and he told him that his leg feels fine, so he reckons he'll be allowed to play, but down to the management. The dilemma then is the 2 up front, and I love Jammett to bits, but I think he's been a bit off the boil lately. I think I'd like to see Hammond and Abraham start up front, and then, well, it depends what kind of centre backs they got. If they got big centre backs, then Jammett will get neutralised quite easily, because the bigger they are, the slower they are, is what you'll tend to find. So I think, you know, if we have got the opportunity to exploit them with a bit of pace, then we would look at playing Hammond and well, we've got to play Hammond anyway. He's the Cup King at the moment, isn't he? I think he's scored in every single round that he's played in the last 2 years so far. So we got good choices today, I suppose, come to think of it. Hopefully, you know, the little injuries that we picked up aren't going to be long term, and we can pick them today. And hopefully, you know, like I say, we'd have a good element of our giant killing team from the last couple of seasons. So I can't see any reason why we can't go and potentially cause an upset today. So would anybody else agree with the team selection that I've just discussed there?
No, you got it spot on, I think.
Yeah, naturally, of course, naturally.
Of course.
Phil, have you got anything to throw in regarding team selection, big man?
So we don't know who's in the squad, do we? Who's fit and who isn't, but yeah, I mean, there aren't many options. Obviously, nice to see O'Brien and Hawkins back in. Yeah, played Jeffers. Last time I see him play, he had a good game.
Yeah. Well,
I would go up front, Hammond and Abraham.
Perfect. Happy days. Well, come across an awful lot of Newport County fans, so I think we're going to have a good away following today. No drum, unfortunately, but you know, we can make a noise what they did. But for those of you going, we'll see you down there. For those of you not going, hopefully you'll be able to find yourself a stream so you can watch it on the TV. I know it's being broadcast abroad. So yeah, have a good one, guys, and as always, up the county. Cheerio for now, everybody. Many thanks for watching the latest content on the Amber Army channel. Please make sure you leave us a like. Make sure you subscribe for more content, both for the neutral football fan and also plenty of Newport County. Even more Newport County content can be found on the club's iFollow channel on the link above. It is just £4.49 per month to subscribe to that service. And those of you feeling extra generous can also support us on Patreon on the link at the bottom there. That would be a monthly donation of your choice. Thank you again, make sure you've subscribed, and as always, up the county.